Hello gorgeous peeps, I'm Chris from TechSpert, and this bad boy right here is the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G. It's the only one of the fresh new Redmi Note 10 series of smartphones to boast that 5G connectivity, sure to give your nan who spends far too much time on those Facebook conspiracy group pages absolute conniptions. However, if you want that 5G connectivity, you will have to make some sacrifices, with some of the best bits of the excellent Redmi Note 10 Pro mercilessly slashed. Now the Redmi Note 10 5G has officially launched now in the UK, but unfortunately I'm shooting this unboxing video before the launch date, so I don't know the official price just yet, but I will add that either in a comment or down in the description below. But that's enough waffle. Let's whip the Redmi Note 10 5G out of the box, take you on a full-on tour of the hardware and the software. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do poke subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. Really got to stop biting my fingernails. Alright, so inside the box you get one smartphone, not exactly a huge shock, one charger, one USB Type-C cable, once again has USB written on it in case you're a bit of a dum-dum, half a tree's worth of quick start guides and safety information in another guff, and you'd love to see it, a free bundled condom case as well. It's even got a flappy bit down below. You can wedge that in the Type-C USB port, just to help give it a bit of extra protection from splashes and spurts. And there you go, that's the box, now the phone. So here in all its glory is Xiaomi's Redmi Note 10 5G. Definitely got a decent heft to it, almost 200 grams, despite the fact it is smaller than the Redmi Note 10 Pro at 6.5 inches. Flip the Redmi Note 10 5G around and it is just a plastic arse. Unfortunately, you don't get any Gorilla Glass surface in there, though at least it is a matte finish rather than glossy, so it doesn't seem to be picking up any greasy prints or scuffs. You can grab this 5G model in 4 different colours. Unfortunately, this grey model is probably the least interesting and vibrant of the bunch. You can also grab it in silver, green and blue, though if you fancy adding a bit of colour and spice to your life. Thankfully, you do at least get a bit of Gorilla Glass 3 action for that display, and there's a pre-installed screen protector on there as well, so double the safety. Although the IP rating for splash resistance that you found on the likes of the Redmi Note 10 Pro does seem to be missing in action. The camera bump appears to have shrunken a wee bit compared with some of the other Redmi Note 10 series smartphones as well. That's because the camera is one of the areas where sacrifices have unfortunately been made. You certainly don't have that mega Billy Big Bollocks 108 megapixel primary sensor of the Pro model, but you know what, it's not always about the megapixel count, it's what you do with them. And then that plastic back end does stretch around to the edges as well. As you can see there, you've got an edge mounted fingerprint sensor built into that power button. Always good to see a headphone jack up top, yippee hooray. And as for the SIM tray, let's check that little blighter out. And as you can see there, you've got space for dual SIM cards. Otherwise, that second SIM slot can also be used for microSD memory cards. Alrighty then, well, that's about it for the design, so let's get the Redmi Note 10 5G all powered up and take on a tour of the rest of it. Okay, so that's our Redmi Note 10 5G all set up and ready for action, and just like every other Xiaomi smartphone I've reviewed so far in 2021, it's full Android 11 with a good tasty bit of that MiUI 12 slathered on top. And I do kind of feel like I spend half my life banging on about MiUI these days, purely because there are so many Xiaomi smartphones launching in 2021. I have done a dedicated video if you want to know more. Otherwise, basically, I really do enjoy MiUI 12 compared with certainly earlier incarnations. You do now have features like the apps tray built in there, so you don't have to make do with having your apps slathered all over your bloody desktops like it's a sodden iPhone. You can drag down your notifications with a single swipe like so. You got the Google Discover feed if you like a bit of that, but you can deactivate that as well. And I really do like the new control center as well, which is completely shamelessly ripped off of iOS. That gives you fast access to loads of great toggles and also all of your smart home goodies as well, so you can fast access your lights, your speakers, all that. And MiUI does add a fair few decent bonus features to Android as well, the likes of the video toolbox, which can be called up for the likes of YouTube, Netflix, whatever, which can be used to, you know, screenshot, record. And there's the likes of the game turbo feature as well, which I'll bang on about later when I'm talking about performance. And the Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 5G does support all the features you would expect from a budget smartphone around the sort of £200 to £300 price point, including a bit of NFC support with Google Pay action included, although that's only in select markets apparently, so you might want to check to see whether you're covered. And as for your security shenanigans, you do of course have that edge-mounted fingerprint sensor, which, touch wood, so far seems quite fast and quite reliable, so we'll of course be testing that out in full. Of course, now that I've started recording an actual video, it's decided it's not going to work so well. Goddamn technology. And if your mitts are a bit grubby, greasy, whatever, you can't use that fingerprint sensor. We do have face unlock as a backup as well, which, as you can see there, works nice and nipply. However, it does appear to work even when you're wearing a face mask as well, so I'm not entirely sure just how secure that is. As for the storage, you've got a choice of 64 or 128 gigs of space. As you can see, this is the 128 gig model, expandable via that micro SD slot. Now, the Redmi Note 10 5G supports a 6.5-inch IPS panel, whereas the standard Note 10 and the Note 10 Pro rocked an AMOLED display, so you don't get the same crisp contrast here. It is still a Full HD Plus panel, at least 2400 by 1080, so which is reasonably sharp considering it's a 6.5 incher. And top brightness won't exactly sear your retinas or blow your mind or anything, but it seems to be okay for outdoors use. Viewing angles and everything absolutely fine as well. You do have a centrally positioned selfie orifice, unfortunately, which does intrude on the action when you go full screen. In the display settings, you still have the option of choosing saturated colors if you prefer more vivid in-your-face visuals, although it doesn't really make quite as big an impact here with it being an IPS panel compared with those OLED screens. And while the Redmi Note 10 5G doesn't quite reach the giddy 120Hz height of the Redmi Note 10 Pro, you do have that 90Hz refresh rate option, although it is set to 60Hz by default. And so far, whizzing about on the desktops at that 90Hz mode seems reasonably smooth. Sometimes on MiUI smartphones, it's not quite as smooth because the launcher is quite a heavy effort. As for the speakers, well, it's just a mono speaker setup here on the Redmi Note 10 5G, no stereo speaker action, but let's bump up that volume, see if it's any good. That is, of course, assuming you don't have a ridiculously skinny modern telly. So decently loud on that top volume should be fine if you're listening to something in a quite noisy environment, but of course, because it's a mono speaker, you might accidentally muffle it, so you've got to be careful of how you hold this thing. But of course, as mentioned before, at least you do have that headphone jack support, so you can get plugged in if you want to. That's full high-res certified as well, so you can enjoy nice lossless audio with that high-fidelity sound. And it's a good bit of Bluetooth 5.1 support as well if you want to go wireless. And it is worth mentioning as well, at the time I'm unboxing the Redmi Note 10 5G, there is no support for Netflix or Disney Plus because it is pre-launch. That's fairly common. But touch wood, when it actually goes on sale in the UK, hopefully that will all be instated there, and hopefully have the Widevine L1 support for a good bit of HD streaming. But I'll give an update on all that shenanigans in my full review. So now onto performance, and the Redmi Note 10 5G is powered by Mediatek's Dimensity 700 chipset, backed here by 4 gigs of RAM. It's the same platform that was powering the Poco M3 Pro and the Realme 8 5G. And as you can see, they're perfectly respectable scores in the old benchmarks. If again, not quite as strong as that Redmi Note 10 Pro, but let's test out the gaming chops with a quick blast on Call of Duty. And as usual with MiUI devices, you've got that game turbo mode on board as well, which just adds all kinds of different gaming features, some of which are really handy. So you've got the performance boost mode, which just helps to, as you say, that cleans up your cache. Make sure you've got plenty of memory on the go for your games. You can load up a mini browser if you find yourself getting stuck. You can chat to your mates on messaging apps, cast to a big screen if you want to show off your skills. You've also got a voice changer feature if you want to rather slightly disturbingly pretend you're a different sex or a cartoon or a robot. So this right here is the girl setting. Sounds like my high school sweetheart. And this is what I'd sound like as a robot. Ah, a funky robot no less. And just out of curiosity, this is what I sound like as a man. That's what I would sound like on Crime Watch, surely. Anywho, that's enough dicking about, let's actually play a game. And as you can see, they're quite limited as far as the graphics settings go, but let's have it on medium graphic quality, high frame rate. And yeah, my quick blast on Call of Duty Mobile was a lot of fun, very intense, very frenetic. But that Dimensity 700 chipset coped with it all absolutely fine. Of course, it was on sort of medium detail levels rather than the higher effort, so nothing too taxing, but not a single little judder or stammer throughout, so that was great to see. And like a lot of budget smartphones these days, nice responsive screen as well, so definitely perfect for your fast-paced multiplayer online games likes of PubG and Call of Duty. Of course, the main advantage of grabbing the Redmi Note 10 5G over the rest of the Note 10 series is, unsurprisingly, that 5G support, and that is spread across both of those SIM slots as well. You've got dual 5G support on this bad boy. As for the battery, well, it is once again a 5000 mAh cell crammed inside of this, just like the Pro model, so that should keep you going all day quite handily, even if it's a fairly intensive day with lots of screen on time, lots of camera play. Not the fastest around when it comes to charging though. A lot of the other Redmi Note 10 smartphones support 33-watt fast charging. Here it's just 18 watts. And last up, let's have a gander at that camera tech, which is a triple lens setup here on the Redmi Note 10 5G, spearheaded by a 48 megapixel primary sensor. And any Xiaomi fans out there will know exactly what to get. It's basically the same camera UI as what you'll see on most other budget Xiaomi smartphones in 2021. So by default, you'll be shooting 12 megapixel photos. This just uses a bit of 4-in-1 pixel binning to produce nice, brightly balanced shots. Got a bit of HDR spots as well, which is actually deactivated by default. Let's turn that on. Otherwise, you can jump into the more section, and you do have a 48 megapixel mode in there if you want to shoot at that max resolution for whatever reason. Got the usual AI smarts and everything on here as well, but no ultra wide wide-angle lens that has been culled for the Redmi Note 10 5G. What you get instead is a 2 megapixel depth sensor and a 2 megapixel macro lens. So it should be fine for your portrait shots. Of course, as usual, you can tweak exactly what kind of level of bokeh style action you get in the background. And you do get a dedicated night mode for your low light shots as well. But yeah, the bonus mode's definitely fairly stripped back compared with quite a lot of other Xiaomi smartphones. And then if we jump on into video, definitely pretty basic again compared with the rest of the Redmi Note 10 series. You can only shoot at a maximum of 1080p at 30 frames per second. There's no 60 FPS option, and there's definitely no 4K. And you also have, if you swap to that front-facing camera as well, it's a mere 8 megapixel selfie shooter here on the Redmi Note 10 5G. So again, a bit more basic compared with its siblings, and like its siblings, certainly just as incapable of making me look good. And that right there in a nutshell is the Redmi Note 10 5G. And as you can see there, definitely if you want that 5G future-proofing, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices compared with the likes of the Redmi Note 10, the Redmi Note 10 Pro. So you got that basic IPS screen. The camera tech has definitely been pared back as well. Well, that said, it should be absolutely fine for most people who just want something to, run everyday apps. You can get a bit of light gaming on the go with this thing as well. And I will be fully testing out the camera tech, the battery life, all that good stuff for my in-depth Redmi Note 10 5G review. And of course, there are so many budget 5G smartphones now, so much competition from the likes of Xiaomi's own Mi 11 Lite 5G, you got likes of the Realme 8 5G, so many 5G phones now. But anyway, stay tuned for that in-depth review, should be coming soon. Please do poke subscribe, ding that notifications bell for more on the latest greatest tech, and have yourselves a fine ass rest of the week. Cheers everyone, love you.